She's faced the hardest times you could imagine, and many times her eyes fall back to tears. Lord, Lord. And when her masculine world was about to fall in, cry her slender shoulders for the weight of all her fears, and a silence no one hears still rings in midnight silence in her ears. Hey people, let it cry, for he's a lady. Let him dream, for he is a girl. Girl, let the rain fall down upon him, her. She's a sweet and gentle flower. This is Pride Month. We don't want to be teasing anybody outside of Jay Wilson. So people, if you are born with XY or XX, or you are transgender, or you are I, was that I forgot what the I stands for, intersex or whatever it is. This is not intended for you, but we want to discuss once again Jay Wilson peen. You see, there's a good reason why Jay Wilson is constantly talking about, don't tell nobody your business. I don't tell my business. I don't tell my business, because you have huge business, Jay Wilson. Are you keeping secrets, Jay Wilson? Well, unfortunately, I have not mastered the art of showing pictures as I'm speaking. So we'll have to add our thumbnail after I finish. But this man, Jay Wilson, I stumbled across this picture. I was watching Deanna Irving's community page, and I stumbled across this picture, and I could not believe my eyes, right? Because we always tease Jay Wilson about the size of his peen. People have called it a Vienna sausage. People have called it a cocktail weenie. Some people have said things like a little roach. We've said all kind of things about Jay Wilson peen and the size of it, right? I didn't realize that there's a good possibility that Jay Wilson does not have a peen at all. So when I saw this picture, and I guess he had called it a camera slip, he's got his pants, and you can see where his dick should be. It looks more like a clitoris. There is no evidence of balls. There is no evidence, no print, certainly not a dick print, although we've seen photograph after photograph after photograph, and he's never had a dick print. So we don't expect that. But I never expected it to actually go down into a clitoris. So the question, Jay Wilson, is, do you have a penis? And my bigger question is, were you born with XX chromosomes, right? XX is male, XY is female. Now we know your identity is not always so clear. Many people, some people, are born with a mixture of both. They might have XXY, or they have more of one or the other, right? Which would affect their body. So not only Jay Wilson, and we'll see this in the thumbnail, not only do you not have a dick print or any evidence of a penis at all, or balls, you don't seem to have balls. You actually have something that imprints like an opening, correct? When you couple that with the evidence that even though you've lost this weight, what you describe as a massive amount of weight, your tatas are still sitting strong. So even when you lose weight in every other area, your titties are still there. They're still present. You make the mistake of wearing your seatbelt. For you, you would have to pull off to the side of the road, Jay Wilson, and take your seatbelt off or drive illegally because your breasts, they're not even going down any, girl, and they shake when you talk, Jay Wilson. So you don't tell none of your business. I want to question you about this particular business. Were you born with an abnormality? Are you XX strictly purely male? Now, people don't be distracted. He got a beard. He got a beard. He got a mustache. That doesn't determine shit. Many people who are born with a different setup, XXY or whatever, they still have the appearance of a male, right? But they have little like grape-sized balls and almost no penis at all. Very small genitalia. So I think that might be what we're facing here, Jay Wilson. Would you like to come forward and discuss this? Right? Since we are so concerned about everyone in the beef sector's business, their personal business, where they live, what they do, who they love, where they go, what vacation they're on. Since we take such interest in everyone else's business, while constantly reminding us that you're not going to tell any of your business, girl. And then I think we're missing something primary. CJ Wilson, you will never be free to be yourself until you can tell the truth, right? So say, listen, I'm mostly female. We're not going to judge you for that. It's just who you are, honey. There are transgender people here. We accept them for whatever the hell they are. That's who you are, honey. Right? But you, how y'all doing today? Girl, I wouldn't even go to that conversation. I'm not bullshitting you when I say in this most recent camera slip of his, there's no evidence of a penis at all. He's got on short pants, like what you would call hot pants. Hot pants. I guess you'll go to the gym with hot pants on. This man does not even have the imprint of a person tucking. You know, when people who are doing drag are sometimes trans people at the beginning, when they tuck, they pull their penis behind them, right? And so it's almost smooth. He doesn't even have that. Jay Wilson, what secrets are you harboring? Wait a minute. He does address the issue, though. How you doing, Kimberly White? Egyptian goddess moderator, how you doing? Some of y'all gonna say, oh, he nasty. Why are you talking about that man little bitty penis? We know it's little. No, I'm suggesting today, judging by what I saw, it's not even little. There's a good chance that it's just not there, right? So if we really want to get the story, we probably have to pay Mark something, and maybe Mark can give us a full interview since he's actually seen that thing. I'm sure other people have seen it. Mostly he probably just lays on his back. You remember when Jay Wilson came out, I don't know who he thought he was fooling, but when he came out publicly, because he thought Wallaby was going to come out publicly the same night, he came out and said, I'm gay and I'm a top. And I said, wait a minute. Of all the years I've spent on this planet, all the gay years and all the people I've spoken to, all the people I've grouped with, I have never, ever in my life heard anyone come out that way, right? So what is the issue with you trying to say that you're a top, Jay Wilson, right? And then we see that you were never a bisexual. You were a screaming queen. You are what they call a screamer. You sit in that car and just holler and scream, oh, baby, oh, baby. I said, but girl, Jay Wilson, is this the XX or is this the XY coming out, honey? Girl. Hi, Annette. Cheryl Burnett. Dog, look at Cam. Mm-hmm. TLC and 3, how you doing? I hope I don't insult other people. But we have to talk about this Jay Wilson since he spent so much time talking about other people. We can't help it. I can't help it. I'm sorry, honey. Mm-hmm. Hi, Soul Sister #1 show. I ain't said it, Hawking. He had the nerve to be eating Edam. What is that? Edamam? What is that? The other day. We all know that soy does to what soy does to men. Oh, it's a soy dish. Oh, come try to prove something, girl. Jay Wilson, you better get busy, bitch, because I noticed that stomach also wasn't looking so good. Now you over here bragging about how much you don't eat this, and I don't eat that. I got the discipline. I don't drink that dog liquor like the alien. But we see that them breasts are getting chunky again. Although I don't think the breasts ever went down. You're just being selective about what kind of clothing you put on it. But that seatbelt is definitely a dead giveaway. So if you have lost that much weight in every other part, why would the breasts stay so prominent, Jay Wilson? Do titties not reduce? Are you going to have a breast reduction, Jay Wilson? There's a possibility. You spent your life masking, but we're assuming that you were only masking that you were gay. Perhaps that was not even the primary issue. Like they say, just saying. I'm white. I wish I could call Tim my uncle. You can call me your uncle. I got white relatives in my family. Oh, we sure do. We have white people in our family since the 60s, honey. I got nieces and nephews, great nieces and great nephews that are biracial. Of course, the other sibling the other parent are Caucasian. That don't bother me. I happen to have married 2 white men myself before we had gay marriage, but in my heart, they'll always be my husband. Mm-hmm. Thanks for coming in, Coy Boy. Is it Cowboy? Oh, it's Cowboy spelled with a C. I can get it. I'm just dyslexic, so I struggle with names sometimes. Mm-hmm. Who is soul? Are you talking about our soul sister? Or are you calling Jay Wilson soul sister? I'm talking to you, woman to woman. You don't got to worry about it, girl. That man. Now we want to salute and Mark, because Mark is dealing with a lot, and Mark has a lot of information. So we're inviting you, Mark. Perhaps we can gather some kind of collection for you if you need pay, because we don't know how many bills Jay Wilson is paying for you. So whatever is required, we would like to have conversation with you, right? We feel confident that you have got quite a story to tell. I'll do the interview. The thought of him hunching. What are you hunching on? Woo! Girl, ain't nothing worse. Ladies, y'all can attest to this. Ain't nothing worse with somebody with no little bitty behind the sausage child poking you, poking, and come all the way out and poke again, and poking, and poking. You call that fucking? Girl. Stop sticking me, nigga. Nigga, I told you. Punch you in your jaw, nigga. He can't be nobody's top child. That's why he said that shit. He knew that was going to be an issue. That's why he felt like he had to determine that he had a penis and he was capable of fucking somebody. Some people are so ashamed of being bottoms. Jay Wilson, you are a bottom by design, right? You don't have a choice. Unless you strap on a dildo, that might give the other person pleasure, but it's not going to give you nothing, girl. Right? But I want you to come and tell us the story about you and your little tiny small peen, right? And I want you to explain to me how sitting in a car, did it go all the way up in your stomach, or did your balls get in your asshole? How in the hell is that even possible, Jay Wilson? Some of y'all have seen the picture. I'm going to put it in my thumbnail where it shows all between his legs, girl, and it is a V shape. Now we not criticize anybody for having the V shape, but it just looks strange on this dude, right? Jay Wilson, they're gonna put you on the cover of a magazine too, pregnant. I gotta be careful. I don't want to insult my brothers and sisters. I try not to think of him. Let's see the motivated. Let's hear the motivating force this morning, child. I always go over there and get my content. Wait a minute. Did y'all see that driverless car I showed today? It always freaks me out when I see a car driving past me with no driver. Stop, pick people up, and drive. I posted it. It's in my shorts. So apparently, if you post short enough video, it automatically goes to shorts. I didn't know that. Okay. What was I looking for? Oh, yeah. Oh, Janisha Wilson. Okay. Oh, that's right. He's still calling himself doctor. Jay Wilson, why are you still trying to call yourself doctor something? You don't doctor anything, girl. You don't even doctor mosquitoes, honey. Let me see.
Especially when I don't have a relationship with them. So, again, we need to be worried about they diabetic, pre-diabetic looking husband over there looking like Sugar Smack, looking like a whole linebacker over there.
Come on, Jay Wilson.
Anyway, I'm talking about dirty foot over there. I'm talking about crusty feet. I'm talking about Mississippi mud duck.
You hear that, Deanna?
Over there. But what she need to do is get some for her and her husband, so they can get that water down. It's like you got water on your knees.
Okay. Is that like your ankles? Is that like your ankles, Jay Wilson?
But guess what? I don't have no hate for them.
Why are you talking about their knees?
And let her have illiterate behind. Keep on talking.
Girl, she mad because Deanna exposed him and his little peen.
Anyhow. Free you. And the thing is, she thought she was journeying living in them houses. I'm like, girl station, they couldn't get you nothing better.
Wait a minute. Okay, we got to strip out something else. Hold on, maybe.
I can't do it.
We got a couple of
some people can't do no better, and I ain't mad at them. They can do what they got to do.
Like your mom and daddy.
But that would get me.
This is where I get my content. Go ahead, girl.
Looking like a whole linebacker over there.
Did he already talk about this?
Anyway, moving right along. Moving right along.
Come on, girl.
Excuse me. Yeah, but anyway, let's keep it moving. People want you to really feel something. Baby, I don't feel nothing. Not on these YouTube streets. Absolutely not.
He's responding to the picture.
Absolutely not. After what that person been living in before she got that house.
What's it got to do with your little dick?
I'm like, girl. And I can understand y'all. Ooh, let me go. I can understand when you're living with your parents because you have no control.
All right. So you're making excuses for yourself. Wait a minute. Hold on. So immediately, of course, after she's insulted people, she likes to go and talk about how her situation is different because she can understand that. So she's making up for this trailer. So let's see maybe we got to go into a different conversation altogether.
I can understand that, right? But when you get grown and you living in them color purple houses. Okay. You living like you wait for Emancipation Proclamation, like you wait for Juneteenth. Okay. So Lincoln come free you.
Okay. So he's still consulting Deanna Irving. Deanna Irving lives in Mississippi. A house in Mississippi does not resemble a house in the suburbs of San Antonio, right? A new built house in San Antonio. It does not resemble the way a house looks in New York City, Queens. It does not look like a house that is here in San Francisco. We have mansions. These are mansions that go straight up 3 stories high. They look like something out of the cowboy days, girl, right? So you are insulting this woman of where she used to live, which means you doxed her. You doxed her more than once, right? I don't want to get off on Deanna's business. She's more than capable of handling her own business. I wanted to hear what he has to say about this little dick or no dick. No, we're not talking about little dicks now. This is a whole different conversation. He has no penis at all. But let's just go ahead since he's on this track and discuss the hypocrisy once again.
Girl, and the thing is, she thought she was journeying living in them houses. I'm like, girl station, they couldn't get you nothing better. And so
wait a minute, honey. Draperson, have you forgotten that you're trailer trash? You've forgotten that you are trailer trash, girl. You lived your life in that damn roll around house. Were you watching the tornadoes recently, Jay Wilson? When they showed us that town in Florida where you were from, and we saw them goddamn trailers flying through the air, girl, right? They were just flying off the air, Miss Thing. They have no foundation, but you actually go into the foundation of Deanna's house. Keyword house, nigga. And I would suggest that even if you talk about people with Section 8 house and all that kind of stuff, girl, I would suggest that your mama should have left that disgusting, no good ass nigga who couldn't get her out of a damn trailer, girl, with 9 children and got her ass on Section 8. So at least you would have a bedroom. At least the boys would be sleeping with the girls, Miss Thing. At least you wouldn't have to walk from the street to your house, girl, with no sidewalk. Mud cracking all in the damn trailer, girl. You ain't got. Wait a minute. Y'all don't believe me. I can tell. I can feel the smirks, the judgment. All these black folks that think they doing all this, honey. I know too much.
Girl, please. Girl, please. I done peed in better bathrooms than the houses that you were living in. I mean, now you know it's deep when your foundation is held up by bricks and blocks.
Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. You know you in bad shape when your foundation is built. What the fuck is a trailer built on, bitch? I just can't believe the hypocrisy and the nerve of this boy, child. You're talking about somebody who living in a house, and then you're talking about how their foundation is weak and is built on bricks. Nigga, what's your trailer leaning over to the left this week? Next week, leaning over to the right. Miss Thing, isn't Florida, girl? Don't you have hurricane season there, girl? How much hell was it to live in this portable house, Jay Wilson? You had no foundation, not bad foundation. You didn't have any foundation, right? Hold on a minute. The hypocrisy, it is staggering. Come on.
Anyway. I'm talking about dirty foot over there. I'm talking about crusty feet. I'm talking about Mississippi mud duck over there.
Why? Because she exposed you?
But what she need to do is get some Wegovy for her and her husband, so they can get that water down. It's like you got water on your knees. So that's who I'm talking about.
Water on your knees, considering his ankle. No hate for him. Come on, man. People ain't got all day. Stop.
And let her have illiterate behind keep on talking. My God. Anyhow, honey, them 2 color purple houses. Is it me or did they always have tow-up cars in front of the house? Baby, she had that big old lake in front of her house, all that mud and stuff. I'm like, girl, y'all don't even get.
Do I really have to pull up pictures, Jay Wilson, of the home you said that your daddy finally got you out of the trailer? Girl, the front yard does not even have grass in it. There's nothing but car tires in the front yard. The property was listed. This is the house you moved up to now, right? This is as far as your family ever made it, correct? How can you criticize that woman's house, a single woman, with you were living in the same damn thing, girl? You ain't had no grass. All you said, you got 5 niggas in your family. Not one of you motherfuckers could go over there and plant some grass seed for your daddy in all these goddamn years. What kind of a relationship do you have when you want your daddy living in a mud patch, girl? And how can you criticize somebody else for having the same thing? But it gets worse, people. I'm almost finished. Don't worry. I know y'all bored. He's a boring person.
No house with no grass at? How you gonna have a house and you don't have no grass?
Maybe I will pull up the picture.
And then had that big old picture window. You couldn't even open it up. And the window was bigger than the door. Girl.
So big windows are bad.
And then the house was just looking like the house looked like it was doing the snake. You remember in the 80s the house used to do the snake? Baby, that house looked like it was doing the snake. It had so many, that foundation was so unsettled, and then you got the nerve to talk about somebody living in that color purple house. How he died on top
Where's your daddy living in? He's 80 years old. How far did he make it? You got 9 kids. Not one of y'all. Wait a minute. Hold the fuck on. Hold the hell up. Hold on, nigga. Y'all got 9 kids, and you mean to tell me that y'all couldn't chip in $100 a piece and get your daddy someplace decent to live and to retire and spend his retirement years, right? You mean to tell me, girl, you can go in, I got 5 bedrooms. I got 5 bedrooms. Meanwhile, your daddy is living in that dumpster that he lives in, girl. Goddamn, what would it take, Miss Thing? A few dollars from this one, a few dollars from that one. You said everybody went to school. Everybody went to school. Everybody went to school, Miss Thing. Yet you opened that little pamphlet that you wrote. You said nobody went to school. You said you was the onlyest one. Get your story together, Jay Wilson. Stop trying to talk about people, bitch. And we know, and then as far as all the degrees, have you heard of the term overcompensation? Overcompensation, because you had to struggle with that little bitty dick and your poverty for so long, girl, that you feel like if I just get another degree, Miss Thing, they still gonna laugh at your little dick or your absence of a penis, Miss Thing. It's still the same, girl. They much rather meet some brother on the street, girl, that got and can handle his business, girl, than sit up here talking about your goddamn degrees, nigga. Hey, hold on a minute. There's one more statement I want y'all to hear about this trailer situation. That's what I've been going for the whole time. Come on.
Okay, I wish you would have stayed on that property, girl. Baby, so this is why I don't pay people no attention. Mm-hmm. I don't pay people no attention at all. Flipping trailers, girl. You better... Okay. Property. Look. Property couple flipping trailers.
Wait a minute. Hold on. That's what I wanted to hear. You say that this woman has got something to be ashamed of from flipping property trailers. You said, right? Aren't you from the trailers, Jay Wilson? Isn't your family? Aren't they from the trailers? God knows how many still live in trailers, girl. So you're saying basically that Deanna and her husband would have been your landlords, right? You're the motherfuckers paying $250 a month, girl, to park your piece of shit on the goddamn property, girl. So now you are talking about the property. Miss Thing, you are the client, girl. Right? Jay Wilson? Weren't you always, you say my daddy believed in home ownership. Hook that piece of shit up to the back of a truck, girl, and drug it home from the junkyard before they destroyed it, girl. A trailer, Jay Wilson. We just saw them this week, girl. They were flying through the air, girl, like they were birds or something, girl. It all comes apart, Miss Jay Wilson. Why are you criticizing somebody else for owning the property, bitch, when you are the renter? Is there resentment there, Jay Wilson? All right, that's enough. That's what I want y'all to hear. The hypocrisy, girl. The nerve of her, of all people, to be on here talking about somebody on and flipping property, flipping trailers. They're flipping you, bitch. Oh, hi, Deanna Irving. I hope I ain't say nothing insulting to you. Water on my knees, girl. What about his ankles, girl? That's what I don't understand, girl. Deanna Irving said, water on my knees. He just making up shit. I can't help I got sexy legs. But the point is, how you gonna make commentary about somebody's knees, girl, when we have all sat here, I don't know, 10,000 people that come in the beef sector, we've all sit up here and watch your ankles, girl. We've seen that you can't even push your ankles into a Birkenstock, girl. You can't even push your Miss Thing. You can't even strap your ankles down. You can't wear a human shoe, Miss Thing. I saw you myself in Atlanta, girl. The goddamn shoe was stretched all the way out. All the laces pushed all the way out, girl, and you still had ankle hanging all over the side. So why would you be talking about water on somebody's knees, bitch? What about your ankles? Show us your ankles. Show us your ankles. We wanna see the pus. Show us your dick. I want you to get it up. One non-ping pick. Wait a minute. One non-ping pick got him pressed. Girl, you caught the perfect picture. He the one took it. You weren't in the car. What he mad at you for? He said, oh, you show your business. You show your business. You're so desperate for a nickel and a dime, nigga, that you don't take down any of your videos, right? So you put the video up, right? All they doing is reposting what you put up. You say, oh, I don't show my business. I don't tell my business. We gonna talk about it. If you put it on YouTube, you'll put it on YouTube. And we gonna talk about it. This thing, there's a difference between talking about people, which is what they do in the beef sector, and talking about celebrities. It's personal. It's all personal, Jay Wilson. You are the worst hypocrite on here, girl. And really, 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 you need to take off the doctor and the pastor off your name. Come up with a different name, girl. You no doctor and you ain't no pastor, girl. You can stop trying to overcompensate because you don't have a penis, right? Then you might be able to help somebody. Other people who have been born in a similar situation, Jay Wilson. I looked intently. Hold on. Y'all playing with me. Hold on, man. I looked intently and I couldn't see anything, nothing. Shut up, girl. Let me go over here to this picture. I'm gonna put it in my thumbnail so everybody would remember. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. Because some of y'all don't believe. Y'all non-believers, see? We got to show you. Y'all from the show me state. Hold on. Okay. Gonna make it bigger? Or you, oh, excuse me, no pun intended. You can't make it bigger, girl. God would have to do that, baby. Okay. This is what Jay Wilson is calling his dick. Hold on. Ah, damn it, I can't see good. Gotta turn off the light. Look at this. You talking about some coochie cutters, honey. You talking about some coochie cutters. He called it, look at that. Y'all see that? Do you see the V shape? Now, I've known a lot of drag queens in my top. Ain't none of them can tuck like that. Girl, she got a little Tweety bird sticking out, girl. And she ain't doing nothing to address the issue. She wants to go and attack the people who posted it. Although she posts everything. She said, you put it on YouTube and we gonna talk about it. He's all up in Mr. Mitchell. I mean William Carruthers. She all up in his business, child. Cause she go, oh, I heard it on YouTube. You got to stop putting your stuff on YouTube. But Jay Wilson, if you want people to stop putting stuff on YouTube, girl, that is your obsession, this thing, then why don't you stop talking about it? Because you're the first one to talk about everything, girl. Right? You said because they put it on YouTube. That's why we talking about your little dick. I got to stop calling it a dick. We need another name for you. Now, I'm not saying, baby, I know there's nothing you can do if you were born that way. But I'm just saying, be honest. Listen, I was born with XX. I had balls like raisins because there's no ball prints. If you were sitting like that, Jay Wilson, with the V in your legs, where were your balls? I mean, come on, man. Where were your balls resting, Jay Wilson? It wouldn't come to a perfect V like that. So I think we might have stumbled on something here. Something we didn't know. That perhaps Jay Wilson is intersex, or he was born with his chromosomes, his issue with his chromosomes. And he, wait a minute, I'm putting his daddy in my... You gonna put his daddy in one is more up to date? Oh, Lord, have mercy. You got his daddy? Well, he doxed you. I don't know what the problem would be. He always talking about, oh, I don't like that doxing. I don't like the dox. But yeah, you didn't dox people, girl. How you having a whole conversation about somebody else's house if you didn't dox them? Did they send you pictures of their house? Did they say, Jay Wilson, would you come and talk about my house I lived in 20 years ago? Would you do that for me? No, you doxed them, girl. You wouldn't found information and you posted it, right? Desperate queen. Now, Jay Wilson, he's making 5 videos a day. Jay Wilson, well, you're headed for some big trouble, Jay Wilson. Because in order for you to make 5 videos a day, and you're making pretty regular, 4 or 5 videos every single day, each one over an hour, right? It speaks to your desperation. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube. They're playing all kind of tricks. Yesterday, I posted a video. I couldn't monetize it for a day and a half, right? So who is watching videos that are a day and a half old? Nobody. So they always delay you now. Each time you post a video, you have to wait until they approve it, right? Well, by the time the approval is over and now they're monetizing you, nobody's watching that video anymore, girl. Just a trickle, a little bit here and there, girl. But primarily when you post a video, they're watching it right then. So that's when you get your money. So I believe that YouTube should post date these AdSense. They should post date it from when we start recording and you guys started running the ads. We should be paid from that point, right? But basically, they're fucking us. I hate to say it, Google. I love you guys. You gave me this little thing to play with, but that ain't right. And that ain't right. Where was I at? I'm sorry I don't come to your page very much, Deanna, but you're up at 5 o'clock in the morning, girl. I'm trying to get myself together to take that dog out before he starts slapping me in the face. Mm-hmm. He bring it on YouTube. He's the one put that little thing on YouTube. He's so stupid, girl. He's so desperate to hit videos up, child. Who in the hell wants to be on here, girl, doing 5 or 6 videos a day? Jay Wilson, that is your primary income, girl. Now you talking about, oh, they don't have jobs. So the tip people and send him somewhere else for a week, girl. And then now she got a job again. When would you work on it, Jay Wilson? You on here 5 times a day, girl. Honey, I'm working 40 hours a work week anywhere. Some people work 60 hours a week. I ain't got time to be on here 5 and 6 times a day, each time an hour. That's 6 hours, girl. When would you have time to work anywhere, Jay Wilson? Oh, I don't tell my business. I don't tell. Well, but then, why do I know anything about the trailer then? You don't tell none of your business, girl. Why do we know about this? That you have a clitoris? You don't tell your business, right? You had the option of not posting that video, right? But no, you wanted to post it because you could not run the risk of missing out on $1 because you need $1, bitch. Look at all this stuff. This dog here. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Deanna. So, you heard what he said. Yeah, it's the same old shit, Jan. That boy ain't got a creative bone in his body. Mm-hmm. Girl, honey, when I was a youngster, we lived in projects. We lived in, not so great houses. I don't give a fuck. It had no effect on me, girl. It's just something that happened, but not her, honey. She is scarred. It's a scarred man. So sit up here and you're going to work your ass through the bone for a house you don't need that the state is going to take when it's time to put your ass in the old folks' home, right? They're going to take it and they're going to make you pay for the old folks' home, Jay Wilson. So you ain't going to get shit, girl. You just spinning your wheels and spinning your wheels, spinning your wheels. You just spinning around, spinning around. You must be facing bankruptcy, baby. Because when this YouTube shit falls apart, girl, what you going to do then, Jay Wilson? You done banked your life. You think you're a success. You're a successful black man because you on YouTube. What happens when YouTube, girl, fails us? Because they all do, right? They all do. They change. All these celebrities have got channels now. They got all these people paying them a lot more money. We getting 1,000 views. They getting 20 million views, girl. So eventually they may do something with this here, right? When you won't be able to depend on this coin you keep talking about, girl. It is embarrassing to us as people for you to be over talking about all this money you made. I'm getting a coin from it. They don't know how to get a coin like me. They don't know how to get a coin like me. Case in point, that video I just told you guys about yesterday, it took out a day and a half. Or it took a day yesterday and today for them to actually let me monetize it. I'm just saying, God damn it. Let me see. Day and a half to allow me to monetize it. Oh, yeah. So he is constantly bragging about how we don't know how to work the YouTube. We don't know how to work the YouTube. Jay Wilson, I'm on 1 hour a day. And that's maybe 3 days a week, 3-4 days a week, right? You're on 5 times a day, 7 days a week, correct? And not only are you on 5 times a day, 4 or 5 times every single day, girl, you're also, it came out of your mouth, allowing Google or YouTube to post your ads, right? You say, oh, I just let him do it. I just leave it up to them. I just leave it up to this thing. When they didn't post that video yesterday, when I went to it today, they had something like 30 videos in a 1 hour video. A 1 hour video, they had 30 commercials. They're just like every 3 or 4 minutes all the way through it. And that happens if you don't monetize it. They will take and monetize it for you, right? But you're not going and putting your commercials in. You're allowing them to put your commercials in, right? So you're allowing 30 and 40 commercials in every video 5 times a day, and you wonder, oh, they don't know how to do it like me. They don't know how to. This thing, we're not here just for $1, girl. All of for the first 2 years, girl, my videos were like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, Miss Thing. It was never about the money, girl, right? I didn't even monetize initially, and I could have. I qualified to do it, Miss Thing. But you, since you're constantly saying that you only here for the money, whatever, you only here for, I'm going to get a coin from it. I'm going to get a coin from it. You're depending on social media. Do you know how fickle social media is? What happened to MySpace? Today, I saw people driving around in cars that only had no driver in them, girl. Technology keeps moving. It keeps moving, Jay Wilson. This is not a forever thing, girl, right? You have not planted no seed nowhere else, girl. It's all you depended on is YouTube and all them goddamn commercials. I don't know how anybody can deal with it, honey. Anyway, what y'all? Hi, Raphael. Butterfinger. How you doing, Butterfingers? It's sexy dress on. Angelita. Raphael, but he can post any and everything and talk about any and everybody's business, okay? That's all she do. She's out there go over everybody, the intimate details of everybody's life, girl. Oh, I ain't gonna tell my business. I ain't gonna tell my business. Mister, if you gonna talk about our business, shouldn't we be able to talk about yours, girl? Right? Give us something we can feel, honey. Let's talk about your pussy. I mean, if it is, it's pussy. If it's not a pussy, whatever, lay the balls on the table. Right? You can squash all this just by lay them balls on there, girl. It ain't got to be vulgar. It ain't got to be demonetized. The only thing important to you is demonetization. Just stand up, girl. Show us anything, Jay Wilson. We want to see anything. Just put a ball print on the stage, girl. In your clothes. Nothing. There's a piece of shit like you would go and stuff it, right? You would go and put a hot dog in your drawers, girl. And how does Mark deal with this shit, girl? How does he deal with that? What do you do with that? How can you call yourself gay, nigga? Whatever. Gay men like dicks and balls. I don't know how you're able to pull that off, but obviously it doesn't happen very often because when you cling to this Mark Darkhoma, that's your husband, that's your partner. Jay Wilson, you've been silent about Mark lately, honey. What's going on? Has he found out that you were out on YouTube claiming that you got to get married and you're picking out rings and you want people to decide which ring and all this kind of shit, girl? Did he get wind of that, Jay Wilson? And check your punk ass again, girl. I don't want my motherfucking name mentioned on that goddamn site, girl. I'm not desperate. I know how to pay my bills, right? That's your thing. You do your thing, right? Don't mix me in it. Has he checked your punk ass again? And nigga, I wouldn't marry you, girl, if the sky was falling. I'm just saying. You don't say much about it, girl. After the ring discussion, you went silent. Let me see what else is going on here. I have commercials, but not monetized. You have commercials, but not monetized. And they're still getting paid by the commercials. So then go ahead and get monetized, honey. Sophia. Because they're getting paid, commercials on television. Some of these videos are on here when people are getting 10, 15 million views, they're getting more viewership than they're getting on television. And those television people, they pay them hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars for those 30-second ads. So they're getting theirs. I think it's unfair for them to go and charge it to us little bitty people, right? I mean, how are you going to hold up a video? You don't monetize it until a day later. I don't watch old movies, old videos. I just don't. So I think most people watch them today. What's going on today? What people are talking about right now? That is the primary viewership, correct? So if Google is getting away with just, we ain't paying you for that part. we're going to pay you for what you get tomorrow or the next day. It's not right. You can't, you have few subbies. Y'all go over there and sign up with Sophia. So she's over here working herself to death for nothing. You know what you need, 1,000. Jay Wilson said, "Oh, I got you to 1,000. That's my. I'm just gonna get you to 1,000. That makes me your vlog father. I'm your." Jay Wilson, I call you my vlog father. I just got you to 1,000. You ain't got nobody no shit, girl. If you get to 1,000 viewers, it's because people are watching you. They're not watching you because of no goddamn Jay Wilson. You ain't did shit. As you said in your little rap song, always wanting something for nothing. Nothing from nothing, leave nothing. What the nigga said, girl. So he feel like he coming on here, girl, and saying this boring ass shit, girl. That's supposed to be that's something, right? Y'all owe him for that. Finally, those ride or lies people caught on and stopped giving him the cash app, so he don't even bother no more, girl. Everything got to be a scam. Please consider going over to Sophia Oasis page and clicking on her page. Right? It's not going to harm you. It does nothing to your algorithm or anything else for you to have one more person on your viewership, one more membership. Not membership. What do you call it? Subscriber. You can subscribe to her. Right? She didn't ask for that. I'm just saying. Let's do like Jay Wilson. Let's get you to 1,000. We gonna get you to 1,000, and you will owe us for the rest of your life, girl. Yeah, it's hard in the beginning. It's hard to get people to watch you, honey. Sophia, you got to hook onto a hot story or a hot person. If you're following the story, then people who do like or don't like that person will watch you. Right? We can get the numbers up high. I can get the numbers up higher if I took time to actually watch all these celebrities. I'm not that interested. Mm-hmm. Hi, She Talk to Merch. Uncle Tim, any advice for someone looking to start making content? Advice? You just have to keep doing it. I don't know. I don't know. Have any advice? Let me see. You could go with what people, you could follow for a little bit and see what people are watching. In other words, people you watch the numbers, right? So you can say, well, Tasha K gets 300,000 views on her content, right? Beef Sector, they're getting 1,000 or 2,000 views. So obviously that would be the better bet if you want to talk about celebrities. If you want to review shows, it takes longer to get people to watch shows with you. But I did that for a while. You can watch and see how many views they're getting. Strangely enough, people who make children's videos on here, that's one of the highest paid. Now, there's a thing here that you have to identify that this is programming for children, but gamers, people who games, people who follow these little teeny bopper groups and stuff like that, they get paid. They get high numbers. That's what PewDiePie is the highest number of viewers, right? I think he still is. He's got over 100 million people watching him. But what is PewDiePie's content? He plays games, little kids games. And when he gives commentary, it's geared towards 12, 13-year-old children, right? But yet he's the most successful on here. Those makeup people, if you like makeup or something like that, they get good numbers. A lot of them are millionaires, right? So that would be my only advice. But have fun is the main thing. Do something that's interesting to you. I recently saw that people who talk about interior design, they're getting a whole lot better numbers than me. I can talk about that. And you don't got to just keep talking about your one-bedroom apartment. They just put up slides of other properties and discuss it. What's fashionable, what's trending, stuff like that. People eat that shit up. You know, it's like HGTV on YouTube. Children's content is good. I'm also a writer, and that's something that's very, very happening right now, are children's books. Maybe the adults are not reading like they used to, but children still have to read books. They, it's part of you wanted to teach them to read. Children's books sell well, better than the adults' content. So I don't know. I don't know that I have all the best advice. I've been on here 7 years now. 7 years. My number is still at around 20,000. It's because I've only concentrated on the beef sector. It's something that I like doing, But if I were following the numbers, like a lot of people here, like Justin J and those kind of people, they went exclusively into entertainment people, because more people are interested in people in entertainment than they are about us 20, 25 people. But that's it. But you should get monetized. You should get something. And what'll happen is you'll start competing with yourself to get higher numbers. But they've really been pretty scandalous around here lately, honey. That check is went way down. People are not cash. I guess y'all all got excited about the Cash App initially. But people are not Cash Apping like that anymore. They're not doing the super chat thing. But primarily AdSense is they're eating into a lot more of our money. And even when you super chat, they're taking 40%. That's almost half. A lot of people say, well, I'm not giving her no $10. All she's going to get is $5, So you can't depend too much on this stuff. Do what you like. Have some fun with it. Don't quit your job. Not until you break at least 100,000. You get 100,000 subscribers, you can go ahead and quit. I give you permission. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of it, she talked too much. It's just going to be about getting in the habit of doing it, right? And the more you do it, the more comfortable you will be in front of the camera. Like I can come on here and just, I don't even got to think about it. Just turn the computer and start talking, right? That was not the way it was initially. Initially, I struggled with worrying about how I talk. I know I have a stutter, stuff like that. The more you do it, the easier it gets to you to do. And when it gets to you just having your own personality on here, then people will attract to you. You draw them slowly. Mm-hmm. Also, there's I think it's put on by StreamYard. They have all kind of tutorials about building your channel. I forget this other guy. He's not in StreamYard. He just tells you about, there's all kind of tutorials on everything on here, right? That's how I knew not to put that damn wallpaper on my wall yesterday. By watching YouTube. There are tutorials on everything. How to make spaghetti, how to boil an egg. Just put on there how to grow your channel, and they'll give you all kind of clues and hints. Make that part of your routine. As I found out about the writing industry as well, I would listen to other writers on here. Why the F do I have ads on my video? Now, see, that don't seem right, because they're cashing in on you without giving you anything. And they only give us pennies. Damn. But they require you to get to that amount. I guess a certain amount of watch hours. Just commit to coming on here a lot for a month or two. Build your numbers up a little bit. It doesn't take all that to get 1,000, really. It doesn't. So let me remind y'all guys again, y'all can help this sister out. Go over there and subscribe to her channel. It ain't gonna hurt you. It ain't gonna cost you a dime. Hi, Miss Tracy. How you doing? Getting closer to your trip, Tracy? Girl, I wish you would go ahead and fall out with that bald head bitch one more time, honey, before you leave. We don't know what's gonna happen on the boat, hell. But we would love to get some of that good, juicy, spicy commentary, honey, on Jay Wilson. Don't let that fool manipulate you, honey. He manipulated you, Tracy. He don't care nothing about you, girl. You was in jail around the corner. He could have came and got you out, girl, in 15 minutes. It ain't my responsibility. I don't know these people. I don't know. The difference in these people don't live around the corner in the same town. Whatever. Yet they can call on you. Well, how come you couldn't call to bail? How come he couldn't come and bail you out, Tracy? And then yet he has the nerve to come over here to get you out of trouble with that boy in New Mexico. He didn't need no help. That information is readily available. He wanted to squash your beef so you wouldn't come on there and get his ass on that boat and terrorize that ass. And the people were saying, we don't want to come on there, girl, and get knocked in the water. I hear you yelling and screaming at him. It was strategic on his part, Tracy. Don't let that man manipulate you, honey. He always talking about your choices in men. Now, what about your choice in him, honey? He's told you over and over ad nauseum that he ain't no friends on YouTube. Ain't no friends on YouTube. I don't know these people. Yet he calls you in crises. You are my friend. My friend. My friend. Tracy, that man know you have a stalker stalking your house, terrorizing you, child. And he won't even tell the motherfucker to stop, girl. He knows both of you. He's supposed to be the blog father of the other freak. He don't even give you that much attention. So why should you be rescuing him from New Mexico? Honey, you had some prize winners in that collection. Tracy said, would you please get off me and Jay Wilson? Yeah, Lord. I got a plan for his ass. Ooh, that'd be good television, honey. Film it all, baby. They say now that Jay Wilson, his rider lies, they don't want their pictures taken. They don't want to be seen with him, honey. So I would suggest that that's all your content then. Since they don't want to be seen with him, they don't want their pictures taken. Go ahead and film everything. And I have a personal request. I'm just making one personal request, Tracy. I would love to see them ankles. If you can just get me a picture of them ankles, girl, I would use it. I would make it my mascot. And put little drops of juice dripping out of them, girl. Anyway. Tracy, do you really believe that boy got 40 people coming on there from the beef sector? He said to get him from anywhere. After he made his announcement, he's a travel agent. He said he's a travel agent with one client. Ride or dies, ride or lies. Thank you, Pastor Stephen. You just subscribed. Sophia Oasis, how many subscribers do you have? Let's see. We can certainly help. Please, y'all consider it. Sophie's Oasis, right? The Bible say that y'all call God. The Bible say if you have not, because you ask not. Tracy, I'm on my new channel, but I'm sub from both. I'm sub for both. Yeah, some people have a lot of different channels. That's confusing for me. Like for me, I've always had one channel. You want to see Timothy Blaine, what he wrote, you go to one place. Like if you wanted to go and see somebody like, I don't know, that dude over there, really, what's his name? Oh, God. The guy over there in, what's the bald head dude's name? He's Grown Folks TV. The grown girl, he got 5 and 6 channels. So we don't know if you said it here, you said it over there, you said it over here. You got to go looking for stuff. I don't know whether that's the winning ticket or not. Maybe people get a few dollars from here, but usually the second or third channels, they don't really pay anything, right? It's just a distraction. Some people have them just for backup in case somebody fucks with one channel, I can go to another. But you could always start the next channel right then, right? Anyway, people will do whatever the hell they want to do. And some people have more than one subject they want to cover. They want to do TV shows and they want to do a little beef sector, but they're doing something else. They do music and stuff, whatever. Have some fun. Have fun with it. So thank you guys for coming in on today. I appreciate you. Please forgive me for always pointing out the hypocrisy I see in certain of these characters. But I think it's important to realize who you're getting information from, right? All this talk, and everything you criticize, you are. That's who you are. Because of who you are, we're clicking off. Have a good day, people.